So it's the start of 2019, and it wouldn't be the start of a year without us all having those crazy predictions. Is this the year I get fit? Am I going to be a millionaire come this time next year? Will Brexit be a fit? Now, we all know the answers to most of these questions, so let's have a bit of fun and have some of my predictions for 2019 in mountain biking. Prediction number 1, we have reached peak enduro. Now, I don't mean in terms of the development of the racing discipline. I don't mean that the UCI is coming on board, that the party's dying, none of that nonsense. What I think is we're no longer going to see bikes marketed in the same enduro-heavy way that we have for the last few years. Enduro, in my mind, was a gift to the bike industry in a lot of ways when it comes to mountain bikes, as a lot of people who had downhill bikes, who had trail bikes, were happy with them. And Enduro said, hey, both of you people, you need a new bike, and it's this bike over here. And then there's the race series to boot, and it was wild and exciting and all the things that we all know about elsewhere. So everything gets marketed as enduro specific or race ready, when it's just a trail bike, it's just a stem, it's just a pair of shorts. Only enduro if you're racing. If you're not racing, it's a bike. Lots of enduro series start popping up, one-day events, local races, all this sort of stuff. People start racing their bikes, but now people are getting a little bit tired of the race-heavy vibe. And I think we're going to see a pivot in a lot of the marketing spiel and blurb and the manufacturers are pushing because of it, from being, this is the fastest race-ready machine, to this is a really fun little jib machine. It's not the longest travel, 120, 130, really capable, but it's not a race-winning machine, but it's the most fun machine. And that works because racers aren't the hot ticket to sell they used to be in the same way because of social media personalities. And they're not winning races, they're not bringing results, but they're bringing followers and they're bringing potential buyers. So you show that guy on that 120mm, 130mm 29er is having one hell of a time. This guy over here in this 650B plus hardtail, he's having the time of his life in that thing. It's worth more than a race team, a lot cheaper as well. You're seeing a lot of it with the 51 crew, Cannondale swooping in and getting in that vibe too, getting in the party, and Specialized with the stump jumper being all like, let's cut the nonsense in their press release and descriptions of the latest stumpy and all that stuff. They're all noticeable shifts in how that stuff is marketed. So that's what I reckon. We've reached peak enduro and it's all about having fun on the woods with your mates and jibbing in the car park. Races and seasons will still be lost on punctures. We've had inserts for a few years now, people still getting punctures. People loading multiple Huck Norris style inserts into their tires, using them like volume spacers. I've been my own, we're still getting punctures. That's going to protect you in some respects, but enough is going to stop that little bit of slate slicing your sidewall or ripping a center knob off at the wrong point. Until we can fix the tires, everything else is a sticking plaster. This will be Menard's last full competitive season. This is the one that's probably the most conjecture and speculation. I reckon he's going to go like Petey. He's had a broken, injury-riddled year. He's not going to retire after that. He's going to go and have one full clean year, try and maybe get on the podium at some point, and then bow down. He's not going to want to be overtaken as the greatest of all time and relinquish his GOAT title to Gwyn whilst he's still competing, but he retired undefeated, can't he? And if he's going to do that, he's going to have to do that this year because Gwyn ain't hanging around. So Gwyn's on a new team, he's going to be fired, they're going to be looking for results. Menard's going to come back fit, but not race sharp, so he's probably going to have a slow season anyway. Like Petey, he'll have that full season and then retire. It's his goodbye season. I wouldn't be surprised if, like Petey, we hear quite close to the start of the season that that's what's happening, and he has like a bunch of special frames for each race, and very much the same way. Notice as well, here's that hardtail. I wouldn't be surprised also if, like Petey, this is his goodbye season and he has the custom frames for each race, very much the same way. Notice as well, he was commenting a hard line. Keep an eye on that. Just imagine with me for a minute. Warner, Minar in the box, and Caffrell on the track side, doing all the run-up stuff, doing all the coolery stuff, but more. Dream team. Let's power posit thought, let's make it happen, send it into the cosmos. Side prediction, the Santa Cruz Syndicate after Minar still won't have a female rider on their roster. What the f is that, guys? Richie Rude won't race the EWS this year. So Rude had his positive test result in Milan, so we're waiting to what the sanction is. Unless he basically gets, oh sorry, false positive, off you go. If he gets any sanction, he's not going to run at a UCI sanctioned race or event, which means the EWS. Also means an awful lot of the regionals and the Continental Series, they're out as well. Even really small local events are now points winning, so you may not be able to race a lot of those as well to build up points to get into the EWS in 2020. So expect a bunch of edits, some random events, some road crits, some cyclocross, and some urban downhills, because he's not going to be at any of the big events. Sorry, Rude. As an aside to that, Graves won't be racing next year either, obviously, but I suspect he will come back for one goodbye race and Caro style once he's won his fight with cancer to say goodbye to his professional racing career and to the fans. And I think that's going to be quite a big thing when he does. Hopefully, he'll be fit and well enough to make that in 2020. Power of positive vibes again into the cosmos for Graves. So, those are my predictions for 2019. Not a lot of them, but those were some things I think will happen. I want to know what everyone else thinks. Put it down in the comments and let's have fun deciding the random stuff that will never happen, but it'll be fun if it would. Specialized decide that steel is the way forward and they give up on carbon. Trek decide that everything no longer should look like a session and bring out something that looks a little bit like it was made by Ellsworth. That seems less likely to happen. Anyway, let us know down in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, give us a sub.